Hi, I'm Abby from the Talland School of Equitation, and I'm going to show you how to clean and take apart a bridle. Okay, for daily use, you'll always want to clean your bridle after you've used it, but you don't want to take apart and give it a really good clean every time. So just after you've ridden, you can hang it up somewhere like this, very convenient. Make sure everything that you use from day to day is unattached, i.e. your noseband, your flash noseband, and your throat lash. Just get your sponge, a little bit of warm water, give it a good wrung out. You only want the sponge to be slightly damp, and then you just give it a quick wipe over, all over with your warm water. And all up here. Don't forget in behind the brow band, behind the noseband, the things that lie against the horse, you want them just to be as clean as the outside. Once you've done that all over, then you'll also want to give the bits a good wipe too. You can use a little bit more water for the bits. Then you just get your saddle soap, a little bit on the sponge, not very much at all, but you just want enough that it's going to soften it up, but that you're not going to overload it and make it greasy with soap. And then just the same again like you did with the warm water, just wipe it all over, inside and outside, on the top too, nice and clean. Don't forget about the reins as well. Then when you want to give it a really good clean, you're going to want to strip the bridle. So it's good to separate the reins first. You start by taking the reins off. If you look after your bridles well, then the leather's already going to be nice and soft, so it's much easier to take apart. So start by taking the reins off. Then the noseband is the next easiest part. Now this noseband actually attaches on either side, rather than a lot of nosebands just have one strip that goes right up over the top. So you can take that off from each side. And you can separate that. Always make a note of what hole you've left it on, so that you don't then, when you have to, then you can easily put the bridle back onto your horse and you don't have to refit. Then you take both your cheek pieces off. And then you can just slip the brow band off over the top, and then you've got everything separate. You can clean it all one bit by bit, and then you just simply retrace your steps to put it back together again. So back on with the cheek pieces. Back on with the noseband. Lastly, your reins. Don't forget that the reins attach below the cheek piece. Now my bridle's nice and clean and ready to go back on my horse.